This past week, our family experienced a tragedy. My wife's niece, Heather, and her 3 children were killed in a car accident, and leaving Gordon, a husband and father, alone. Whenever disasters like that happen, tragedies like this happen, it always takes me back to the book of Job. Because we have a lot of questions, a lot of doubts, just like Job did. He wondered why. Why did he lose his wealth? Why did he lose his family, his children, all 10 of them? We may never get that answer. But there is a question in the book of Job that we can be the fulfillment of that answer. And it's a question not asked by Job or even his friends who came around him or his wife. It's not the question that God asked. Rather, it's the question that Satan asked. And that question is simply this: is that whenever everything is taken away, will a person serve God for nothing? When everything we have, everything that's important to us, or everyone that's important to us is stripped away, will we still decide to serve God? As I went to the funeral this weekend, I began to see how Gordon was going to answer that question. Is that whenever everything was stripped away from him, that he was still going to serve Jesus. He was still going to point to Jesus, just like he had led his family, Heather and Bruce and Megan and Scott, for their lives to point to Jesus. Watch his own words right now.
We are not here, you and I are not here because some people have died. You and I are here because Heather and Bruce and Megan and Scott, they lived. They lived a life that influenced all of us. And your being here is a testament to the influence and the impact that they had on their world. You've heard it already many times today, and you've known it and experienced it with me, that they spent their lives in service to others, but they did it for Jesus. They were the very best of me. They were the absolute best of me. They were my first fruits, but they weren't mine. They belonged to Jesus. They were his. And now that's where they are. They're with him. So listen to me carefully. I have all kinds of doubts and questions today. But one thing I'm sure of, that Heather and Bruce and Megan and Scott all wanted you to know the Jesus that they served. You don't do the things that they did. You don't influence the people that they did just by having a great personality. They lived their lives for Jesus. Heather ached for people to know Jesus. Many of you know this, and some of you were the subject of that ache. She passed that along to our children. They would be concerned that you would leave this place and not know their Savior, the one who they lived their lives for. And they're there now, standing with him, cheering you on.